Hello, beautiful humans. Okay, I wanted to come back on quickly to share a little bit about the mastermind that I have going on right now. So I haven't been super public about it. I wanted to keep it a nice, close, intimate circle just to make sure that I really honor the desires and the calling that's coming in to be supported right now. And now that we have a few women in the mastermind, I wanted to open it up and invite you. If you feel called to join us, we are going to be focusing on really living our true, authentic, most integrous, most beautiful, juicy embodiment of who we really are. And that's always been the focus, and that's always been sort of the area that I love to support people with, is really diving into our own truth. So as somebody who didn't necessarily trust my truth for a lot of my life, I have been doing my deeper work. I've been doing my transformative work. A lot of what you heard about today, if you were on the live earlier, I spoke with an orgasm coach, and we really got real about so many things about the way that we show up in our world. And something that really stands out to me as I connect with more women and as we are really honest with ourselves, every single woman that I know, every successful woman that I know, and to me, success is really accomplishing your goals and your dreams and your visions, whatever that might be. Whether, having a child is something that you've accomplished that you're so proud of and you feel successful, whether it's being in the career that you always wanted to be in, whether it's an evolution in your career, whether that's starting a business, whether it's getting married and having that family, all of the things that we've been able to accomplish, most of us have really focused and really committed ourselves to that work hard mentality, that sort of show up and do the thing and keep doing and doing and doing, instead of really embracing the magic that happens when we balance ourselves, when we show up in our doing, but also in our human being. And I feel like a lot of us forget, and a lot of times our society pushes us and pulls us in the direction of our doing and our human doing instead of our human being. And so this mastermind is all about the balance. We have structure in the mastermind to really call you forward and get clear on what is your truth actually? What do you want? Asking the question of who are you, but who are you really? You might have it all on the outside, but are you really feeling fulfilled? Are you waking up full of gratitude and appreciation for everything that you are, first and foremost? And then the things that you have, what you've accomplished, how you show up in the world, being in service, supporting others, showing up in love rather than in fear. A lot of us show up in this constricted place of, what are they going to think? Or what are they going to say? Or how is this going to look to somebody else? To be very honest, that used to be me. I used to be so concerned about what other people are going to think. How am I going to be judged? How is my position at risk when I show up vulnerably and authentically? And I'll be very honest, every single day is a day in the right direction. Even just posting this live, this is totally unscripted. I just had this feeling like, you know what, just go live and just share. And so for me, trusting the calling and just showing up vulnerably, authentically, without a script, without a plan, and knowing that what comes through is in service to everyone, knowing that someone's going to see this or hear this and really feel inspired to speak their truth today, in this moment. You are feeling something. I know it. You want to be able to say it out loud. You want to share it with your family. You want to share it with your friends. You want to embody it in yourself. Claim that truth. Today, I invite you to claim your truth. I know that I'm here for a reason, and so are you. And being in that trust of the way things unfold, being in that trust and authentically just doing the thing, knowing that it's so impactful and knowing that at the other end of it, it is so juicy. Like life gets so juicy. It's so fulfilling. It's so fun. We get to just show up and be our most authentic selves. And we get to shine. We get to be radiant. We get to just be. And that being is magnetic. It is everything. So instead of feeling like you have to set a goal and it has to be extremely structured and it has to look a certain way, you get to show up and you trust what comes through. Yes, I have visions. Yes, I have goals, but my visions and my goals are sourced from my deep connection to myself. And my deep connection to myself is connected to the greater good. I've done my work. I have gotten out of my own way for the most part, and I'm still human. And parts of me still come up sometimes, and they make me doubt and they make me play small. And I choose to play small in those moments where my ego comes up to try to protect me. And we all have it because we're human. That's part of our human experience. And today I want to invite you to listen to that part when it comes up. Embrace that part of you, knowing that it's just trying to protect you. Learn from that part. It is so wise. It's like when we were teenagers and our parents told us, just listen to the elders. You don't know better. I've been here longer. But the truth is, our teenage self had our own truth to share. So I invite you today to listen to that ego, invite it to the table, hear what it has to say. What are its fears? What is it trying to protect you from? What is its deeper desire for you? What does it want for you? Speaking directly from that place. And we often have conflicting sides. We often have two different parts of us, our ego and our essence. Our essence is that side that's connected to our deep knowing, the part of us that is unstoppable, that magical part of us that gets to just show up and shine. Yes, we're in touch with that a little bit or a lot. I know you have access to it. If you choose to focus your energy and your time and your commitment there, it will grow. And then there's another part of us, which is our ego, the one that tells us, you know what, it's not safe to show up. Better to play small. You know what, your truth, they might not understand you. So better just keep it to yourself. You know that thing you want to do, that business you want to start? Well, you don't know the first thing about it. So just keep it as a dream instead of as a goal. You're safer that way. I know this is resonating with some of you, and I hear you. I've been there. This podcast is one way that I have been there. I've been hearing the calling to create this authenticity calling podcast, and it's finally here. And I'm so grateful to be doing it. And I'm so grateful to just be showing up authentically and calling people forward and magnetizing all of the beautiful humans that are on this world. They're authentic to soul community aided through this. It's so much bigger than me. It's much bigger than you. Your calling, this ego is so limited compared to what the essence has to give you. Such a beautiful gift. And so if you're ready to embrace your essence and meet your ego and love it so they can walk together in an aligned path to your truth, so that you can stay and honor your ego and protect the parts of it that feel scared, and be encouraged by your essence, by your knowing, by your deeper truth, to show up anyway, to take that step, to connect with that person, to reach out and share your heart, even though it might not be well received. If we can show up in love and from a place of love, not from a place of wanting to receive love, that is a space of lack. That is a space of wanting and needing. It's empty. But if we show up from that place internally of love, we all have unconditional love inside of us. We all do. That's why we're here. If we didn't, you wouldn't be here. So tap into that part of you, that unconditional loving space. And it starts with you. It starts with showing up for yourself. We can't pour from an empty cup. We have nothing to give. So first and foremost, I call you today. And I pulled up my permission slip, so I'm going to trust that somebody here needs a permission slip today to really dive into giving yourself that permission to show up. So the one that I pull empty, which means you get to give yourself your own permission slip to do anything that you feel called to do. All right. There's a lot of empty slips coming up, and most of these actually have something on them. So it's really funny, but whoever's listening right now, you need to give yourself some permission. So here is one: time off. Okay. This is your permission slip and your reminder to take some time away from what you normally prioritize. So take some time off and really honor yourself to know when it's time to go back. So taking time off usually happens when we are doing so much in the world that's actually not aligned for us, or we're doing it in a way that's not aligned. And so when we take time off, we get to come back center, rearrange your capacity so that you're able to actually show up as your whole self, as the one that is aligned and connected to your truth, to your essence. You get to show up in that instead of playing small or doing things that are outside of your integrity because your boss asked you to, or your partner asked you to, or your family demands you to. Okay, so take some time away, ideally by yourself. And maybe that just means an hour in the evening, just taking time for you, where normally you would go and sit and watch TV with someone that you love. Maybe that means waking up early in the morning for an hour so that it doesn't have to disrupt your entire schedule, but just taking some time off from the things that you normally do if you can. And if not, creating that extra time for yourself outside of your regular schedule. In the mastermind, we talk about energetic scheduling and energetic time management, cutting out the things that make you contracted, make you tight, make you feel small, make you feel like you have to play small, removing those things if you can, and adding more of the things that bring you alive. So it has to do a lot with our passions. A lot of it is creativity. The divine feminine loves creative, loves to expressive. And so doing more of the things in which you get to be expressive, or you get to feel passionate and energized. And when we show up authentically, we are naturally energized. That passion comes with energy. It brings so much aliveness and so much beauty and joy in our world. So I invite you today to take a break, take some time off from the things that you're currently committed to that don't give you that feeling of aliveness. And this is a big one. Say no, which will help you honor the taking time off. So when you're asked to do something that feels yuck to you, or that just feels like it's out of your alignment, that doesn't feel inspiring and uplifting and exciting, you have full permission to say no. And it doesn't have to be in an abrasive way. It doesn't have to be, kicking and screaming. You can just gracefully say, no, thank you. Or I don't have capacity for that right now. Or even if I took it on, I would, so I'm going to have, or do here, but it's not, you know what? The truth is my schedule is really full already. And I'm having a hard time. I've had so many beautiful humans that I've reached out to connect, say, you know what, I'm really busy. And I celebrate and honor everyone's boundaries, because that is something I personally have had told me the little white lies of, maybe next time. What now? It's outside of our capacity. That is the truth. And the truth is what sets us free. Being able to speak your truth. Saying no is one of the most beautiful things that you can do to a coaching session, which happened yesterday. So you haven't missed anything. It's already recorded forward. And then we'll dive deep into the group coaching mastermind. And the next one is in 2. We open to be vulnerable, to really share what's in their heart, coming together authentically, vulnerably. And it's so juicy. It's so, it's all of the parts of you connecting and becoming one. Instead of doing this, we honor other people in our lives. And it starts with us. So one-on-one coaching. I also coach one-on-one. I coach everybody. It doesn't have to be only women, and just coach you in the moment. If you have something coming up for you, this is what I'm here to do. Get rid of all of these different misunderstandings that you might have right now, so that you can show a human being now. Every beautiful soul, that heart goes out to everybody. And we need to uplift the energy. We need to send love, not. They are returning where they belong. We don't have to suffer anymore, because the reason that we suffer is because people lead with their time for unity. It's time for us to show up. It's time for us to need to fight for a land. There's no need to fight for power, that are here to be alive, to thrive. But it starts with us. And I feel so deeply called to support the awake and knives and guns and explosives that we can show up in my DNA. I know what it feels like. And so I invite you today to really show up in your whole and love in our world, so children can grow. And thank you for your prayers and your thoughts. And